Opportunities don't happen, you create them. This profound quote by Chris Grosser sets the stage for our journey today. Imagine a world where people simply sat and waited for opportunities to come knocking. It'd be a world devoid of innovation, progress, and growth. But fortunately, that's not the reality we live in. We live in a world where individuals harness their inner power, resilience, and creativity to craft their own opportunities. They don't wait for the perfect moment. They make the moment perfect. It's about being proactive, about seeing potential where others see obstacles. It's about understanding that failure is not the opposite of success, but a stepping stone towards it. So let's dive into this exciting world of opportunity creation. Let's explore how the movers and shakers of the world didn't just stumble upon their success, they built it, brick by brick, with determination and grit. Remember, opportunities are not stumbled upon, but built with determination and grit. Consider the inspiring story of Mark Chavan and Alfred Fielding, the inventors of bubble wrap. These two engineers from New Jersey were not initially aiming to revolutionize the packaging industry. Their original goal, believe it or not, was to create a textured wallpaper. Back in the late 1950s, Mark and Alfred were experimenting with sealing two shower curtains together, which resulted in a sheet of film filled with air bubbles. As a wallpaper, it was a spectacular failure. Who would want their walls covered in bubbles? The market response was overwhelmingly negative, and it seemed like their idea was a complete flop. But instead of admitting defeat, they began to ponder on other potential uses for their bubbly invention. They thought, what if these air-filled bubbles could be used to protect fragile items during transport? This was a time when newspapers were the go-to packaging filler, and they were far from ideal. Items would often arrive broken or damaged due to the lack of proper cushioning. With this new perspective, Mark and Alfred shifted their focus and started marketing their product as a protective packaging material. And thus, bubble wrap was born. Today it's hard to imagine shipping something fragile without it. Their story is not just about the invention of bubble wrap. It's a story about resilience, about not giving up when faced with failure. It's about the ability to step back, reassess, and see things from a different angle. Their initial idea may not have worked out as planned, but instead of wallowing in disappointment, they turned a failure into a successful opportunity. In a world that often celebrates success and shuns failure, Mark and Alfred's story serves as a reminder that failure is not the end. It can, in fact, be the beginning of something even greater. It's all about perspective and the willingness to pivot when things don't go as planned. Their story is a testament to the power of perspective and the ability to pivot when things don't go as planned. Let's turn our attention to Colonel Sanders, the founder of KFC. Harlan David Sanders, better known as Colonel Sanders, is a testament to the power of persistence and creating your own opportunities. He was not always the fast food mogul we know today. In fact, his journey to success was riddled with rejection and failure. Colonel Sanders had a rough start in life. He held a variety of jobs, from a farmhand to a fireman, but none of them felt quite right. His real passion was cooking, and he had a unique recipe for fried chicken that he believed was something special. He was so convinced of its potential that he decided to sell it to restaurant owners. But the road to success was not smooth. He was rejected not once, not twice, but 1,009 times. Imagine that, 1,009 times. It's easy to think that after a handful of rejections, let alone hundreds, most of us would have given up, but not Colonel Sanders. He persisted. He believed in his recipe, and he believed in the opportunity he was creating for himself. And then, on his 1,010th attempt, he got his yes. That yes led to the creation of Kentucky Fried Chicken, now known as KFC, one of the largest fast food chains in the world. Colonel Sanders' story underscores the importance of perseverance, reminding us that rejection is merely a stepping stone to success. As we draw this journey to a close, let's reflect on the key points we've learned. Above all, we've discovered the vital importance of creating our own opportunities, not merely waiting for them to appear. We've seen the transformative power of perspective and the ability to pivot when the path doesn't unfold as anticipated. We've also recognized the role of perseverance in overcoming rejection. Next time you find yourself waiting for an opportunity, remember these inspiring stories and ask yourself, what can I create today?